Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and other chart placements. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Time of Today Reads. I'm Angel Yvette, and I'm so happy to be reading for you today. I will be reading for the full moon eclipse period in Taurus during the season of Scorpio. So that'll be occurring on November 19th. I'm going to go ahead and do this reading and hope for the best. There's a lot of noise happening. My window is opening today. Neighbors are knocking. It's okay. We're going to get it done, Taurus. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Also, I went about it this time a little differently, so I hope that it's not too confusing, and I hope that y'all enjoy it. So this read is going to be for the full moon and Taurus eclipse period, which is major. Full moons are major themselves. Full moons are about coming to an end of a series of phases and coming to a fullness. You know what I mean? And so with the eclipse happening, it's like that times a bunch. Eclipse can really bring out the major aspects that contribute to the ending of something, or they can really present some revelations. They can really bring the need for major releases and major decisions to be made. And this fixed period is also reflected by a fixed moon. So I would say it's pretty major. I also just want to go ahead now and just let you know how this is going to look, this reading, and get into the lowdown skinny. So I'm going to start off with a card from the power deck for the overall energy, which I already have on the table. This is the third fixed sign that I'm doing, and I'm doing the readings by groupings. And the message is this one, that of intuition, which is number 23, which boils down to 5, which 5 is indicative of major change. So I'm leaving this up on the table and on the screen for y'all to sort of take in. I'll bring it closer so that you can see what it looks like. It's one of those lovely power deck cards. And then I'm also going to read what sticks out for me for your sign, Taurus. Intuition does not have to be the clouds of accumulated knowledge to distort your vision. Intuition simply sees what is the truth. Okay? So you can go ahead and screenshot that, rewind it back, screenshot that, take it in, see what sticks out for you. It's sort of a time to let your intuition shine. It's funny that intuition came out. And just see how those things are affecting you, making you feel, where does it take you mentally. Next, I'm going to pull from the Illuminated Tarot for the overall message for you, Taurus. And then after that, I'm going to be pulling from these guys, which is the Tantra Toolbox. It's a major deck composed by compartmentalized decks. And the compartments that I chose for these readings are the Empowerment card deck and the Terra card deck. And that's just going to assist with a little guidance on how to get through this full moon period in ways that are going to really pay off for you, whoever's watching in the time that we're in and possibly time that follows. So that's excellent. And that is why this is called Time of Today, because it really reflects the present, but as a indicator for the future, as a things that need to happen now to make our futures more bearable, more livable in this 3D experience that we are living in. I appreciate you so much for watching, for tuning in. Your cards have not flipped over and surfaced and shown themselves, so that's nice. That's nice and mysterious. Ooh. 2 tens fell in my lap, but only one stayed. So I'm going to have this up here. It is the 10 of diamonds. Let me go ahead and get these cards that fell. I'm not going to read the cards that fall. I started doing that today, but then my intuition was like, no, don't do it. So let me go ahead and set these aside. Great. So we have the 10 of diamonds, which is akin to the 10 of pentacles. And 10 of pentacles is basically a super happy, super abundant, super complete card. It's having all the love in the world, having all the stability in the world, having all of the, the dream life, basically. So I think that is such a good card. Let me flip over these 2 cards. We got the Sun, number 7. And then we got 6 of Cups, or 6 of Hearts reversed. So let's see what that's about. Yeah. Maybe we're in a time where we're realizing that part of what we need to let go for you, Taurus, is those things that do, well, for everyone really, but specifically in this read for you, Taurus, it's saying those things that do not, bring back a sense of fondness, a sense of that still confuse you, right? Because I think that the reverse of 6 is 9. And even though 9 in itself symbolizes going toward the completion of something, it's not being there. And I think that you are there and that you have everything to really solidify your sense of wholeness, and that you're going to be enlightened on things that you still have in your life, that you're still holding on to. And you're going to be able to see it, right? So there's 3 set of eyes. It might not be something that you can see right now, but it is going to be shown to you, right? Excuse me. So next I'm going to pull a tarot card and see what further guidance, further characteristics, further aspects. Oop. Can help with guiding through this time. This time of major decisions, major endings, major releases and revelations. I keep saying revelations. All right, so we got Malachite. Let me go ahead and bring it closer. That's what it looks like. And the qualities tied to Malachite are balance, wisdom, intuition, confidence, and healing. Also calm. So yeah, so you're not looking to, this isn't a time to hold on to things that are shaky. It's a time to tap into those things that make you feel stable, that make sense to you. I wouldn't say this is a time to be inside of the emotional aspect, wherever Taurus falls in your chart, whether it's your sun, moon, rising, Venus, right? Do not let your emotions guide you. That is what I'm feeling this says. And I think that when that is happening, you're going to realize it's happening, or someone's going to let it be known to you. Someone who loves and supports you. And the challenge, I think, is going to be to let down your defenses, right? And learn to lead with the intuition. Yeah. The intuitive aspect of life. So number 4 came out for the empowerment card deck. And I'm just going to read them all. My body is my best friend, my temple, my soul's home. I accept my body. I love my body. I am mindful about which foods and products I put on and into my body. I read that last one kind of not verbatim. I'm going to flip this around actually. Yeah, so I think that it's not only being mindful of what we put into our own bodies, but what we're putting out, right? The words, the thoughts, the feelings that we're allowing to influence our outer world and our inner world. So I believe that this reading is saying to notice those things that don't reflect and that do not encourage better, the better thoughts, the better foods, you know what I mean? The better choice in foods and better choice in music. Like a bag of chips is not as efficient as an apple or a banana or a banana and an apple. There's more nutrients in bananas and apples than there are in bags of chips. So if there is a choice, which this time is all about, making choices, make the better choice. Make the better choice. Do not choose chips. Choose what's going to be better for you in the long run. And I think that it really highlights that at this time. Food is a super easy way to go about it. That's why I chose that. But even like beverages, I see like toxic alcoholic beverages maybe aren't a good idea right now. So choose, water, increasing your water intake, increasing your, I'm drinking a kombucha, and just making better choices, okay? I'm not going to dwell on it anymore. Just go ahead and make better choices for yourself and the relationships in your life, right? And stick by your choices, Taurus. Like, that is what I feel is a message, right? Because there's going to be people who may be like, what? Are you serious? You're really going to do that? Aren't going to understand where you're coming from. And then that's when you realize those aren't the people for me. Those aren't people that I need to take into my future. Those aren't people that I incorporate into my future the way that I thought. This is such a long reading. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope that you got something good out of this. Be sure to take a screenshot of the power card. And remember, you got this, okay? Thank you so much. See you next time.